fatal heart impacts, past painful scars. In fact, I blast tasteful bars and pass. I back up my actions, fact don't ask, grab reactions, jacked attack with every word, then act with class as they hear me snap. I got nothing to lose, cause I fought and felt the bruise. Now I'm not the one confused, call the shots and they produce. I ain't lost, I'm finally loose. Pick a new silver excuse, I need the views to boost me to a new abuse of being used. Everybody wants a piece now, y'all can rest in peace now. You're dead to me, so peace out. Remember, you're discreet out. Get ready for defeat now.
Alrighty. Hello everybody. This is Kiru's show here. And before I do begin, in the last part I believe I was saying Katie's last name wrong. And I believe somebody pointed it out to me. I believe I said McCain whenever I meant McKenna. Now, I at least wanted to point that out before I do begin. Anyways, without further ado, let us pick up with where we left off. Izuku Midoriya. He has just gone out for a run early in the morning on one of his days off. However, he did not predict something, that one of his closest friends would be outside training early in the morning, or later on into the day. He thought she went somewhere, or she was still inside the apartment building, and she discovered that Midoriya was using One for All. The seemingly quirkless guy that she grew up with now has a superpower. And Midoriya is trying desperately to hide it and explain it away. However, Katie is freaking out. Not only does Midoriya have a quirk, his mom doesn't know, and she is trying to figure out where it came from. Midoriya not even budging with an answer. Okay, listen, Katie. Listen to what? You're telling me you have a quirk now. Yeah, but what? Jesus, Midoriya. Okay. I think I can understand it a bit better. Huh? Yeah. I mean, trying to explain this away, I cannot see that happening. But it's just, I was so excited whenever I had my quirk, and you fanboyed over mine. Yeah? So, I would have fanboyed over yours. Or fangirled. I don't care. But either way, you need to tell your mom. What? No, Katie, I can't. Now's not a good time. And after the entrance exam would be a good time? Uh, hmm. You, you make a good point. Yeah, I know. Okay. You know what? Come on. Katie getting up from the bench, grabbing Midoriya by his arm. Him confused. Katie basically trying to drag him upstairs. And Midoriya, he's trying to explain to Katie that this is not a good time, this is not a good time. Until she finally does knock on the door. She told Midoriya that if he doesn't tell her, she will tell his mom. And Inko does open the front door, seeing Katie in workout clothes and somewhat sweaty. And then there's Midoriya. Same thing. Her kind of confused. Katie explained to Miss Midoriya, or as he just says, Inko, that they have something to tell her, and that they need to sit down. Inko immediately just freezing at the door, as the two walk past her. Oh god, it's way too soon for this. Now, she closes the door, and in a somewhat panicky voice asks her if she would like some tea, or if she would like anything to drink. Now, Katie just says that water's fine, and that kind of worries Inko a little bit more, as both these two are sitting down. After getting 3 glasses of water, Inko does walk over. sat two down in front of these two, and then sit across from both of them. Her somewhat giddy and a bit more excited. And then trying to at least ask exactly what is this news. Oh god, I'm going to be a grandmother, aren't I? This is a bit too soon. I mean, I knew these two were friends, but I didn't think they'd be this far along at such an early age. But Katie wanted to be a pro hero. Oh no, does her mom know? Oh god, are they telling me first? No, are they telling me second? Would that be a good thing or a bad thing? I mean, I know that Katie is her daughter and, well, she's the one who would have to handle it, but still, I mean, I would have liked to know first. Or they could have set us both down at the same time. Oh no, this is getting a lot more complicated. Okay. Take a breath and go. It's all gonna be perfectly fine. Her going to take a sip of water. Before Katie says that there's something that they need to tell her. Inko almost choking, as she does at least set the water back down. And she does actually bring her fist up and pound on her chest for a second. Being able to swallow the water and in a somewhat shaky voice ask, "Oh, okay, what exactly is this news?" "Oh, well, how did you know it was news?" "Oh, I could have pieced it together." Her fidgeting her hands. "Okay, just let them confirm it. You'll be fine." Now, Katie and Midoriya do go back and forth for a second. Do you want to tell her? Hmm? I told you I'm not ready for this. And are you ever going to be? I mean, I don't think so, but still, I would have rather waited a few months. Jesus. Izuku, you can't really do that. It's best to get everything ready now. I mean, but still, you can't just wait this out forever. It's going to get out eventually. Okay. I knew these two were close, but still. Alright. Let me explain this to her. Okay, Mon. Yes, Izuku? Enko is somewhat a bit more giddy and smiling a little bit. Uh, Midoriya kind of confused. Is she okay? Okay. Mom, there's something that we, Midoriya bringing his hand out to Katie, who does at least somewhat grab Midoriya by his wrist, saying that it's gonna be okay. Okay. There's something that I need to tell you, Mom. And I'm not too sure if you're going to freak out, if you're going to be excited, or if you're going to start worrying about me. Oh, Midoriya, it's quite alright. No matter what happens, I'll always be here for you. And Katie, you always have a place to stay here, alright? Especially if things fall apart with your family. Huh? What are you talking about? Hmm? Oh, sorry, just continue. Uh, okay. Anyways, go ahead, Midoriya. Okay. Mom. A few months ago, something happened. Oh, okay. I somewhat understand. I believe I follow. Okay. Uh, do you remember 5 months ago, whenever I was attacked by a sludge villain, or we went to the mall and the sludge villain attacked, and we almost got caught up into it? Yeah, I believe so. Your near-death experience, as you would so call it. Yeah. Anyways, me and Katie, we hanged out that day and, well, we spent some time together. Okay. And anything else? No, that's about it, but I noticed something strange whenever I got home. Okay. Did he forget one of those? Uh, anyways. Mom, I have a quirk. Oh, well, congratulate. What? Congratulations on what? Oh, never mind, never mind. Wait, Izuku, you have a quirk? Yeah, wait, what did you think I was talking about? And Ko began to freak out. And she went from her calm personality to someone just absolutely what is going on. This is not the news she expected. And now she is asking Midoriya a million questions. Now, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are laughing and are able to read in between those lines to the joke I was making. Because I myself am probably going to have to pause this for a second and stop myself from laughing. So, anyways, yeah. Inko takes Midoriya to the quirk doctor the next day. Midoriya is still asking her questions about exactly what she thought he was talking about the other day. Her casually just trying to brush him off. And continue asking questions. Still wondering though if she would ever get that grandchild. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Anyways, now, back to the what if. Inko, after taking Midoriya to the quirk doctor, discovers something quite weird. Midoriya, he does possess a quirk. And the doctors, they did want to perform more and more tests, however Midoriya was able to simply just explain it to them. He believes that under the specific circumstance of him being in danger or put in a state of danger, his quirk might have manifested, or awakened, to put it in a layman's terms. The doctor explained to Midoriya that he believes that would also be the case. And that the fact that Midoriya already does know what his quirk is, and that he's already able to somewhat get a steady handle on it, is quite impressive. Most people who have late blooming quirks, or these rare scenarios, they would spend years trying to understand their abilities. However, Midoriya is phenomenal. Asking the boy if he was aware of this ability. No. As far as I know, I just woke up with it one day. Izuku, are you sure? Yeah. And, well, from what I can tell about it, it's some sort of enhancement quirk. Huh. Well, from what you say is true, and the test that you have not really done, but at least explained to us, we do believe that to be the case, young man. But, congratulations. Hmm? Yes, I believe that you would be a very good pro hero with your quirk. Oh, thank you, Doctor. Now, Midoriya would come home later that day. And then there is Katie, still mad at Midoriya, as she does ask to spar with him against his quirk. Now, Midoriya is somewhat hesitant. However, Katie simply does just do one thing. I just bit my tongue and that hurt pretty bad. She brings her hands up and gets into a fighting stance. Midoriya kind of surprised by it. He's seen that stance in a movie before. Where's it from? Wait. Midoriya at least putting his hands out in front of him and thinking for 1 second. It's kind of like whenever a samurai holds a katana. They have the right hand towards the top, towards the protective plate to cover your fist, and the left hand lower downwards. Why is she holding her fist like that, though? Seems kind of ineffective. Alright, Katie. You asked for it. However, if you end up beat up, though, don't come crying to me. Oh, please. This'll just be like a lot like when we were younger. Yeah, right. Besides, I'm not that same crybaby I used to be. Yeah, you're right. You're just a bigger crybaby. Oh, I'll show you. Okay, come at me then, Mr. Quark. Alright. Let's see. All Might said to be careful with his power. He said I should have been at least regulating myself around 20. But I have been pushing 30. So, 10% should work. If I use that against her, then it will at least make me look less suspicious. Especially if I hold back. Alright then. Midoriya beginning to have electricity form around him. Katie at least smiling a little bit more. And thinking, they can both be pro heroes. This is going to work out perfectly. They can continue that dream they had when they were younger. They can make an agency together. They could be #1 heroes. They can be, why was she thinking about that one? Get that out of your head, Katie. So are you just gonna stand there? Midoriya says. Katie looking up at him. Midoriya is still in his own stance, asking her if she does want to fight or not, because she's just been standing there. I'll show you, she says, rushing forwards. Her going from having her hands a certain way to throwing them immediately behind her. And running. Now, the very moment that this does happen, Midoriya himself does go to rush at her, starting off at 5%. Now, the moment that she does actually get closer to Midoriya, Midoriya does actually get immediately in front of her. Her being caught off guard. And she actually does go from throwing both of her hands behind her to throwing her right hand out in front of her, going to punch Midoriya in the face. And then bringing up her left hand for a body shot. Midoriya being able to catch her right hand and at least dodge away from her left, before trying to at least grab her and flip her. Now, the very moment that this does actually happen, she brings out her left leg, and she goes for the back of Midoriya's knee, trying to pull him down forwards. Now, the very moment that does actually happen, Midoriya does one thing, bringing up his left arm and grabbing Katie by the back of her thigh, pulling her leg upwards as she would go moving backwards. This being where she actually does try and throw Midoriya underneath her to try and pin him on the ground. Now, Midoriya would hit the ground. However, he would just increase himself up to around 7 to 8% and try and hold her down on the ground, telling Katie that that's not going to work. Oh, really then? Well, I have my own little tactic. And what would that be? Katie doing one simple thing. Bringing both her legs together and kicking Midoriya in the back of the head. Whenever Midoriya was pinned on top of her, she tried sliding down a bit. And she started rocking her legs down towards the ground, hitting them with her toes, and then trying to rock them upwards higher to try and kick Midoriya in the back, missing and hitting him in the back of the head. Midoriya falling forwards as he does actually go to try and push himself off the ground. The moment he does, he goes a bit airborne, and Katie is surprised by that, looking up and seeing him. Her actually walking over to where her stuff is and grabbing a cinder block, asking Midoriya exactly what's the hardest thing he's punched. Oh, I don't know. Crap. I can't see any of this stuff at the beach. A tree? Alright, then catch. Her throwing the cinder block. And Midoriya seeing it, as he decides to shoot up to 15%, just to make sure he can break it, throwing out his left hand and hitting it. As soon as Midoriya does hit it, it immediately shatters. And Midoriya, he goes full through with the motion. Katie looking quite surprised, as Midoriya does actually just stand there a bit more confidently. And Katie does actually look at Midoriya's hand. He did not break anything on his fist, not even the skin on his knuckles. Wow, that quirk is pretty good. Well, looks like we're training partners from now on. Yeah, right. I'm being serious. Both of us want to go to UA, right? Yeah. Well, let's make our dream a reality. Huh? Yeah, I'm being serious. she says, running up, directly in front of Midoriya, bringing up both her hands and somewhat at least looking like she has stars in her eyes, saying that they can become the #1 heroes. Katie, yeah, alright. Come on. You cannot deny the dream we had. Damn it. How is it that she's always this tough, rough person? She always seems just to be so out of character for herself sometimes. Hmm? Why are you staring off into space? Hmm? Oh, nothing. I'm just thinking about it. I was devastated when I heard I didn't have a quirk. Now, I got one. Hmm? The look of confidence on Midoriya's face when he said that, and the smile he did have, saying that he's so glad he ran into danger that day, and that he was able to at least try to save somebody. Meanwhile, Katie, she does get a bit more depressed hearing that, as she actually does at least bring her fist up and go to hit Midoriya. Now, Midoriya, he does turn and see her do this, her immediately at least knocking the wind out of Midoriya. Midoriya at least bending over and grabbing his guts. And Katie does just say that he should always make sure to stay on guard. Hmm? Remember the words of the samurai hero. Never let down your guard, especially in front of an enemy. Hmm? Even whenever you think that you've won, you always need to make sure victory is assured. Ah, jeez. That's an old line. Hmm? Oh, you remember it? Yeah, from the samurai movie he was in. All Might made an appearance, though. Yeah, I still can't believe they made him do that. I don't know how they got him to do that. It's strange. Yeah, but even then, it would have been weirder if he wasn't there. Hmm? I mean, kinda. Ugh. Anyways, I'm pretty tired for today. Hmm? Oh yeah, I know what you mean. I've been trying to train harder just to catch up to you. Huh? Come on, I could tell you're holding back. How did you... I knew it. So that was a bluff. Yep, and you fell for it. Fine. You caught me. I was holding back. By how much? Uh, that's a bit harder to explain. Hmm? How so? Midoriya giving her an explanation. Whenever he first found out his ability, he tried throwing a punch. However, it destroyed his arm and broke it. Her quite surprised. No wonder Midoriya's quirk is a late blooming one. It's dangerous. Huh? Yeah. Dangerous is a lighthearted way of saying it. If I don't regulate my quirk, I could destroy my entire body. It's not just that. I was told that... Never mind. You were told what? I was told that if my body wasn't physically ready, I could have died from taking it on. Don't worry about it. You're hiding something, and I'm going to find out what. Okay. But I'll tell you one thing. I won't make it easy for you. Well, that would just be no fun if you did. Alright. Well, I gotta go. Later, Katie. Later. This being where Midori does leave. And Katie, she does at least try and think. Wow. This has been crazy. Wait, how's everyone else at school gonna react whenever they find out about this? Forget about them. Who cares what they think? Now, with that being said, I do hope you guys enjoyed, and have an amazing night. I'll catch you guys in the next part. And I'm well aware that some of you guys are probably commenting like, whoa, what happened? Like, what's up? Like, what's going on with the first half of this video? That half was just for shits and giggles. I thought it was pretty funny.